What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. Whooping, we get it in. But before we get it in, let Ricky get it in. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, whooping, why haven't you? Make sure that you hit that notification bell, put it on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that me and Rick stay kicking. And I appreciate all the support. I'm very humbled by it. So you guys ready for part two? Been waiting on. Been a long time. See, they gonna left you for one day without a dope beat to step two. But now we're back, right? And so if you guys remember, we had just got done finishing watching American Me and having a fucking Royal Rumble. And Pepe was like, stop, stop grabbing my ear. Stop grabbing my ear. It was all bad. Everyone got beat up from the feet up. Everyone had scuff marks on their Cortezes. Everybody got into it, right? So now we're all sitting there having a kumbaya in the living room, all sad and shit, right? Everybody mean mugging everybody. Nobody wanted to talk about how hard fucking Ricky hits, you know, giving him the benefit of the doubt. Ricky's over there flamed up, talking shit all up in Compton. And my tias walk in the door, but they're not alone. And all of us look like we're little kids. We're grown adults, but we're looking because my tias ain't no joke, right? And my tia says, what are you looking at, bitch? Look at you guys, looking at all you fucking ugly fuckers looking like the Goonies. What happened? I'm talking to you, sloth. You said, whoop him, my mother. Shut the fuck up. And fuck face number two, what's going on with you? Why do you got a little scratch mark right here? You and Sheila, I already know. I remember that one time she was giving you a piggyback. I said, no, not yeah. We watched America. Oh, fuck it. That makes a lot of sense. America Me. You know, hey, don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me. yeah. For reals. I had Ricky in the corner, like, don't look at me, Rick. And so they walk in and these two dudes walk behind them. Now, I'm going to keep it real. One of my tias has surgery the next day. That's the whole reason we're in Compton. She's supposed to be having this big stomach surgery. She has big things going on with her fallopian tubes fell out. I don't know, something crazy, right? And so we're all concerned. We're trying to make light of the situation, but it's like a big thing that's supposed to be happening. That's the whole fucking reason we're down there. And these two old school throwbacks, right, are walking in with two dudes. Now, usually their taste is paisa. I don't know why. Every Mexicana back in the days always had paisas. The paisa being that motherfucker like just hair on the chest and los bukied out, right? These two dudes are paisas, but they're a different type of paisa. So they walk in and they're just looking around. Now, I'm used to Northern California paisas. They're all like, These are Southern California paisas, a little bit different. Everybody in LA got a little bit of thug in them. They might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this. They'll go to a Los Buki concert and burn your shit down. Don't get them pissed, right? So they come in. They're kind of looking. What's up, Bonin? Right? They're doing their Born in East LA shit. And I look at my primo marijuana and he's. Oh, no. Right? And so, of course, Pepe's like, hold up. Hey, Cotia. Mom, hold up, pesas. Okay, let's get down to the bottom of it before you guys get down to the bottom step. I said, before these two fucking rats come in my pad. I said, you don't even live here, bitch. That's beside the point. I said, I grew up here. You guys have Yewola? There's a fucking, we charge. I said, Yewola. You guys got black? Okay, if you got black, I said, you can do whatever you want to my head. I don't. I'm like, get back. What's up, tia? How you doing? Because I know you don't question them who they bring home. This is their fucking pad. This is my tia's pad. The other one, they're like damn near twins, man. They do what the other one does. They have this thing where they're in competition. If one gets a man with red hair, the other one gets to get a man with red hair. You know what I'm saying? If one steals someone's wallet, the other one's definitely going to steal two wallets. Like they're just like that. So my tia says, at least this fucker knows better. He got the chancla more than all of them. So he knows. We just say, whoop him, mama. Shut up. Now you got it more, bitch. Shut up. Right? So, of course, she does looking. She's eyeballing the guy's fucking scrotum area. And I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. Now, all of a sudden, Chirucho Juice comes downstairs, right? And he's like, again, mom? And she's like, shut the fuck up. I'm living my best life. Like the chick on Baby Boy. Mama's got to eat too. Okay, you don't worry about me. You're up there with I don't know if it was his name, Juan, Jimmy, Chad, Steven, Connor. Get out of here. Your white boyfriends. Oh, I only like white guys because they got money. Well, guess what? My paisa has more than he does. Don't you, mijo? Right? Mijo. Right? So I look, he's kind of a younger dude. I'm like, Pepe, de que, hold up, mom. Let me tell you something. Hey, you guys. Yes, I am a goonie. Yes, I'm a goonie with a tuli. You got money? That's all he's like cares about. So they come in, man. They sit down, and I ain't gonna lie, my dad. I get the fuck off my couch. Look what happened? Why is there blood everywhere? Ricky, who'd you beat up this time? Pepe de que I won, mom. Shut the fuck up because you're not gonna win this one. Mother Tia's like, you tell him, bitch. Why don't you guys get up and do something? It's like 2, 3 in the morning. Get the fuck out of my house. Go in the backyard, have a bonfire or something. This is Compton. This is normal. They got us all in the backyard by the fire pit. Shit. Even she does. I'm cold. You're hungry too, I bet. Right? It's a barbecue pit. We don't even got carne on there. Go in the house and get some. My dad's in there partying. So, anyways, what happens is Pepe comes out. He goes to his room and he comes out. His room is like the garage. They made it into his room, of course, right? And Marijuana disappears. He's like, I'm gonna crash out here. I'm high. So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go in the room with you. I'm gonna sleep on the floor. He's like, come on. So I'm up in the room. But before I went to the room, Pepe comes out. He's like, hey, let me get at you. Is it? Can I get at you? Ricky said, whooping. Why don't I get at you? We can finish what we start. I said, Ricky, stop it. Okay, American media, Norteños lost. So what? Okay, it's a fucking fake movie. But people died. Yeah, and they did. But unfortunately, and fortunately, you were not in it, right? So, and I'm more leaning towards the unfortunate part. So just don't worry about it, right? So let that shit go, man. We got other concerns here. Like what? Like sleep. Like, see, why don't you take your big fat old lady and go sleep somewhere? Go in the Pepe's room in the garage. I'm sure Pepe will let Sheila in. I mean, she was in there earlier, and I just didn't want to tell you, right? Pepe, the kiss, stop snitching, is it? She went in there to massage my feet, is it? Because I got candy corn on my feet. I said, they're called corns, not candy corn. Remember? No, mine look like candy corns. As if remember the ones we used to get on Halloween? The ones you used to tell me don't eat because there's needles in them, and I used to slam them. Remember one time I got that one? I choked on the one I had a little pill. I was all high and shit. Remember? Yeah. I got those on my feet. Look at my feet. I said, damn, your feet look as bad as mine. And I got diabetes. Anyways, so I go upstairs and then I hear Pepe being all loud and shit. I'm like, fuck, man. And my cousin's like, hey, bro, do me a favor. Go tell my brother shut the fuck up, babe. If I have to go down there and fucking, you know what I'm saying, roll another one and just beat his ass. I'm like, I got him, bro. And so I go downstairs and Pepe's like, he's all hype. Hey, I already got Ricky on board. Come here. I said, let me get at you, is he? And when he's all hype and happy, there's usually money involved. So I'm like, what's up? He's like, que my F5, she went to the room with that fucking maniaco, is he? But she's still there in the corner doing God knows what she's doing, is he? And Nevato put his wallet and all his gold chains and shit on the fucking table. He got a fat wallet, is he? I said, oh shit, we did this when we were kids. I remember last time we stole something from a white dude, right? That was with my tia. And man, I told you guys the story about it. He held us hostage. So I'm like, bro, but we're adults now. Fuck it. I'm in Compton. I ain't coming back if I ain't got to, right? Pepe lives there. But I got to think, man, I can't put my aunt in a sticky situation. I mean, this chick has fucking surgery in the morning. She's over there getting her fallopian tube twisted inside out before the surgery. She's not supposed to eat. She's not supposed to drink. And I'm sure she's not supposed to exert herself into physical activity. Survey says she violated all 3 of those, right? Guaranteed. So while she's in the middle of violating her cervix, I'm wondering what Pepe's talking about. And he's like, hey, whooping, right? And I'm like, whoa, shit. Pepe said whooping? He's like, whooping. I picked it up from Ricky. We get along now, is he? Tell him, Rick. Rick's like, fuck this outsider. I said, well, there it is, right? I don't care how much with anyways. I said, that's something different. This is the trip. There's a fucking Cayenne right there, this thick. I said, remember when the fucker came in? He was gleaming, blind my eyes. It's called dry your eyes. Yeah, but I'm not crying. I said, he's going to be. Let's kill him. I said, nah, man. Not for no fucking go chain. And a wallet that fat, I said, all hundreds. I put that on Compton Palabra. I said, how do you know? Because I already got it. Look, he opened the wallet. There's hella money in it. He already did the lick. He's like, me and Ricky diverted the attention. Your tia was over there. Ricky went over there. Mom, I want some cornflakes. And she believed it, I said. And she made him a bowl of cereal. You're not sure. I got to take care of my mijo. Meanwhile, the other guy's over there with this fucking chorra hanging out. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just saying. For righteous purposes. Look, I say. Now I'm in. I'm dedicated, right? So I'm like, I counted out $2,200, right? I said, hey, what about if we just take a rack, split the rack? You know what I'm saying? I get 700, you guys get 300, and we do it like that. And then we just put it back. Maybe he won't notice. He's like, fuck that. If I'm a sureño. If I do it to the fullest. I said, what's he fucking going to do? I said, what is a fucking paisa like that doing with $2,200 in his wallet just like that? He's like, that ain't shit. I said, that vato got a knot like that. It's in his pants. I said, but until Tia gets his pants off, do you think we should get Tia involved? I said, she's down too. I said, well, let me see if I can get her attention. My aunt's over there. Oh, what's that? Right there. Put it. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, put it right there. I'm like, hey, Tia, I opened the sliding glass door. Can I get at you? You know what I mean? Hey, everyone's using everyone's phrases. Ricky's over there, whooping, I still want to fight. Right? Shut up. Right? Pepe's over there like, whopping, is it? I'm rich. Heroin, is it? And I'm over there like, can I get at you, Tia? Right? My Tia, what do you want, stupid ass? I hold up a $100 bill. She was like, que wait, mejor, I'll be right back. So my Tia comes out. She's a gangster, right? I said, Tia, this fool got hella money. I know he does. He's going to give it all to me. I said, we took it all already. She goes, what the fuck? You guys already got, Pepe got him. That motherfucker could smell fucking grams. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, Tia, let's get this fool. She was like, they already know where your Tia lives. These dudes are cartel members. I said, oh, no. No, and he's already fucking looking for his wallet, stupid ass. I'm going to have to go in there and avert him with these. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't know they look like that. That's crazy. Go do what you got to do, Tia. I said, hey, Pepe, we got to put the shit back. He said, okay, fuck that. He said, no refunds. Indian givers, no returns. I said, I have a no return policy. I don't return to prison. I don't return to fucking my ex-old lady. I don't return to the black guy's house where I stole that stereo. And I'm definitely not going to return this shit to them. But I'm not scared, is it? You're scared? I said, actually, I'm not scared because I'll take the money and just go back home to Northern California. Whopping. Me and Rick will be gone. And Sheila and my Tia. You, on the other hand, have to live here, bro. And this dude's one of them guys. You don't play with them people. It's like, I fucking play with whoever I want to play with. This is what you heard. I looked. It was like slow motion. Even Marijuana, I could hear him up there choking through the window because the window's right there. That's how we could hear Ricky and them being loud and Pepe. And you could hear. He got quiet, right? He comes down the stairs creeping. Even Chito, who just woke up from the middle of a mamon and came down, right? And everyone's looking in this fucking paisa. All of a sudden, he spoke perfect English. He was like, I need my wallet, my keys, my money, everything, or I'm going to start killing everybody. I said, he got your wallet, homie. Don't trip. Because what happened, bro, was when he was coming, my primo, he's dyslexic, and he thought it was his wallet. He put it in his backpack. He said, I don't care about none of that, Holmes. I'm going to go ahead and need that. So I said, hey, Pepe, shoot that. Pepe's like, it's hard to give back. He said, I got a pallet. Give him his fucking money back, stupid. This motherfucker ain't playing, right? Now, we ain't no suckers in this house. And we ain't unarmed, but we're in a bad position. And we were in a position we shouldn't have put ourselves in anyways, right? This motherfucker knows where my Tia lives. My Tia's going to have surgery in the morning. And we're over here robbing paisas at night, right? Give him his shit back. Give him his shit back. So Pepe goes in there like, I apologize. I'm from, you know what I'm saying? I'm real, I say. But let me hold on to it for like 5 more minutes before let me talk to you, I say. This is my jefa's pad, I say. And I think it is disrespect. You come over here and you're getting a fucking, what I could only be observant and say the meanest mamon you ever had by a family member. Like, shouldn't we all get a gramo out of it? I said, why is this? It's money. Why is it always got to be grams? Right? Just give him his money back. So Pepe's like, here, I say, this is the first time I did it, and the last time. Ricky's like, what? Fuck that. Are you a Southsider? Because if you are. Pepe's like, shut up, I say. We'll deal with this later, I say. He was like, hey, you ever watched American Me, I say? Open your eyes right down here. He give him his wallet. Dude's like, look, no disrespect. If you guys are doing that bad, Holmes, I got you guys. He's like, well, dame mi idea, what I then? That fool gave Pepe 100. I got in line too, like, what's up? Now, this man just put a thing out on me. And I'm thinking he's handing out $100 bills. Cool. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And my Tia comes out of the room with the other paisa, right? And he has my Tia by the arm. Now, mind you, my Tia's fucked up. Her stomach's bad. Like, she gets pains, right? She's having surgery. And he got her by the arm, and he's like, what happened? He tells us his homeboy. And all of a sudden, like I said, these motherfuckers are Mexican-American. They speak English perfect. Better than Ricky, right? Ricky's a weapon. There's 2 of them. Fuck it. I'll take 2 on 1. I'm a Norteno. Just like Thump said, it takes 2 for 1. Let's go, right? And I'm looking, And I'm like, damn. And he's like, what's up? And the other just, no, it's good, man. It was an accident. I dropped my wallet. They picked it up. Thank God he said that, because the other dude looked violent. And the way my tia was like slobbering, it looked, yeah, violent in every form or fashion. Right. So I'm looking like, oh shit. Right. What is happening in Compton? These paisas are like super paisas. They're different over here. The paisas over there, they would have been like, ding, 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 ding. We'd have took everything, kicked them in the ass and told them to get out of there. But up here or down there, they're different. Whooping. Right. So them dudes end up jamming. We're thinking everything's cool. So the morning time comes, my tias are getting ready, doing their hair first thing. What happened? Did you feel it? Did you feel it like I felt it? You didn't feel it like I felt it. The one I was with, he was hardcore. It was like fucking a Judas Priest song. For reals. He was in that motherfucker. It was crazy, right? And the other tia was like, oh, I told him he had to take it easy, but I felt them right here. I felt them in my heart, a little bit past my heart. I felt like fucking that bitch, Michelle. Something in my heart. There's something. Ooh, got me hooked on you. That's how. Sheila's like, was it really good? And Ricky's like, whooping, why are you asking my mom if it was it? Everyone's getting ready to go, so we go to the hospital. And so we're there, and they're prepping my tia, and only my tia is going to go in, and Chiruhu Juice is going to go in. Her and her, I say her, but we'll get to that later. He became a her, or her became a him. I don't know what it is. But they're doing their thing, right? And I'm just like, hey, let's go back to the pad and eat or something. Let's go eat some bomb-ass food. So we go back. Sheila's like, I'm down for that. You ate before we came. Yes, I know you're down for that. So we go to the pad, and there's a minivan right there parked, like a black minivan. And I'm thinking it's one of Pepe or Marijuana's friends or somebody that they know, right? Because it's parked in the driveway. My tia has a nice house for Compton. Like they're not broke, or Pepe is. They're not, right? And she got money. And so when we pull up, there's a black van, and then 2 vatos and 2 other dudes get off. And I'm like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, right? And they're like, hey, where's your fucking primo? I say, who? Pepe's already in the house taking it. I get it, I say, hurry up. He just, like, right when we pulled up, they're parked right here. We pulled up alongside of them. Pepe jumped out of this side and ran into the fucking house. So they didn't see him. I guess they didn't see him. They're like, where's your primo at? And I'm thinking, damn, they're going to kill Pepe, man. And I remember thinking to myself, like, 2 things, like, fuck, my primo. I love that motherfucker. And the second thing was like, better him than me. I ain't going to lie. I was already thinking about just jumping in the whip and telling Ricky, let's go, man. We'll leave your mom here. We'll come back later. She liked what she got. We're not going to like what Pepe gets. And the dudes are like, no, we need to talk to your primo, right? So I'm like, fuck it, man. I go in there. I try to lock the door, but Ricky's not going to. Whooping, don't let me out here with outsiders. Get in, right? So I tell Pepe, hey, he's taking, hey, mira, Pezzi, I'm working with a monster. It's something hard to work with. I said, hey, there's some people here for you. Do they got money, is it? They got something, right? So Pepe comes in. Do I look good? Is it working? Is it a chick, eh? Not what you think. Pepe goes outside and he just looks back at me. I remember the look like, damn, man, you did me like that. And I remember the look I gave him like, yup, fuck yeah. I'm not going out like that. But it's still my primo, right? So I tell Marijuana, hey, grab something. He's like, don't trip, I got a 40. So he's ready. We're like, we got something on us if worse comes to worse. Like if Pepe gets slapped, we'll let him get that. But if anything worse, then we're going to bust back. So we go out there. We're standing right there, and Pepe's over there talking to him, and I see the dude like this in Pepe's face. And the other 2 dudes are just standing there. You know they're strapped up. I'm just like, what the fuck is this, man? Where the fuck did my aunts go? Did they go to Mexico and bring those motherfuckers back? Like, shit. And then Pepe comes back, and he's looking all shook, and I'm like, are you good? He's like, and they jump in the van, they just leave. He goes, he said, they offered me a job, is it? I said, what? He said, they said I'm fucking slick at stealing. They said that they're going to put me over there at the flea market as if I could pickpocket people. I said, you're going to do that shit? They didn't give me the choice. They said either that or they're going to kill me. So for about 2-3 months, I guess Pepe was a pickpocketer. He had to do what he had to do. Hey, what about my tia? End up hooking up. Not the crazy tia from up north, but the one from down south. She ended up hooking up with that dude. That dude was like Pepe's fucking stepdad for a long time. And he was younger than Pepe. Just the way my tias operate. Anyways, that's how the American meat shit went down. That's part 2. We ended up leaving. My tia had a successful surgery. She was all right. She came home. My tia was going back and forth to go take care of her. And I didn't go back after that shit for a while, man. I was like, fuck that. Every time I go to Compton, it's bad. Like either Ricky's fighting, getting jumped or something. So I was like, I'm cool. Hey, but them dudes were cool. They were end up cool. You know what I mean? They could have did something bad to us, something horrible. Fuck around, my arm will be in fucking Juarez. You know what I mean? And I'm just good with that. Anyways, with that being said, if you guys enjoy these, hit a 1. I got you guys on more. You already know what it is, man. You thought I wasn't gonna hit you with part 2, huh? That's what you get for thinking too much. And we're out. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. See, I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people.